What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and today we're covering my two Town Hall 10 war attacks where we used the Queen Walk into GoVaHo for both of our attacks. This first base that I'm showing you was actually my second attack where we pulled off the 3-star, but first let's go ahead to my initial attack where we did actually miss out on the 3-star. Changed the odd thing when we were actually in the battle, which I hadn't planned, but let's go ahead and show you the raid anyway. So we're going to Queen Walk along the southeast side, should be able to get one air defense, the clan castle kill, and hopefully the king as well before reinforcing our attack. Nice and simple here then, starting out with the queen and the healers. Don't really have to do any funneling at this point. She's just going to go into that nice little pocket, take out the corner of defenses here. So there's two archer towers, the cannon and the expo. Should be able to get the king and the clan castle alongside that. So we're going to get a nice chunk out of the corner here. You'll see because of all that DPS, we do have to use the rage spell to maintain our queen's health. But we're not in any danger at the minute. She's going to move slowly towards the king, who is now aggroed. He comes across for a slice of the party, but he's not going to last long against our queen. Very nice actually that he came across separately from the clan castle. That's the one thing I was worried about. Thought we would have to use her ability if that happened. Use of another rage spell because she was under heavy fire there again. As the lava hound comes across, we did just get that expo down before it. Again, we're not in any trouble here. As the lava hound bursts, I drop my poison to start taking out them pups, but then I panic and press my queen's ability, one of the huge mess ups of this raid. I can't even say it was an accident because it wasn't, just a big mistake. I am going to use my wall breakers to allow the queen into this compartment, and then we're bringing the golem and a few wizards to create the funnel further along the east. Originally the golem goes to that initial space that we opened, but he does retarget once we open the next compartment with wall breakers. Epic use of the next wall breaker, set off the giant bomb there to preserve some of the Valkyries' health. They came in alongside the king just to the right of the queen. I do use my freeze spell because the Inferno was targeting my queen, so she wasn't being healed. I know it wouldn't have been a big issue with it being a multi-Inferno, but also trying to protect the Valkyries. And then whilst that's healed, I changed my mind and put my heal spell in on the Valkyries when it was originally planned to be used on the hogs around about now, which I definitely think would have been more ideal. This is the point in the raid where I should have had a better strategy for the back end here. My plan was to have the hogs run down that side with the heal spell, but since I used it on the Valkyries, they all fade out. Now maybe I should have used more of a surgical approach on the hogs as the golem came through to start tanking. Maybe I could have had a jump spell for the back end here. I feel I really didn't get much out of that freeze spell when I used it. However, if we hadn't have adjusted the original plan, used the heal spell on them hogs, it might have been a different story. Please do share your thoughts in the comments below on how you would have altered this raid to hopefully get the 3-star, because there's always multiple ways you can go about taking down a base. You just might not always see it, and the more heads you have working together, the better chance you have of picking out the weaknesses, learning from your attacks, and 3-starring the base. So please do share your thoughts with me. Moving on to my 3-star attack, I have 3 minions with me to take out the 2 army camps on the left. The mortar at the bottom there is also exposed, so we're going to take advantage of that. Now the reason I had 2 minions on the left here is because I actually wanted to hit this raid from the southwest and come through the base in a straight line, not covering as much width, so I could use my troops to tank for each other a little bit better. Hog Riders would then be perfect for that entire strip on the northeast side. Now because I don't want to engage the clan castle in the centre of the base, and there's not a lot of damage on the west here attacking my queen, I use a single Hog Rider to lure the clan castle, and then they'll be drawn over to the queen at the side of the base once it goes down. And that just allows me to take them out a little bit easier at the corner of the base. I do drop a rage spell just before the lava hound pops because I know there'll be extra damage coming on my queen with the pups and the balloon. Once that all goes down, the queen starts walking the opposite way to what I wanted her to. But honestly, it's not that big of an issue. These things happen, so you just have to adapt. And the first thing I notice is that actually I can jump straight into the core from this side. So I bring my golem in along with wizards at the top in order to create the funnel, and then I know the Valkyries will be drawn to the elixir collectors and then straight into the core of the base. So the principles of the attack are still set up. We don't have to adjust the plan that much. We can still bring the hogs on the same part that we want to. Everything else is going to tear open that core, so actually we're not looking too bad. In come the Hog Riders at the top, and 2 Teslas pop up, which I should have really been expecting, so I decided to put my heal spell in quite early, help them through that stage where there's a lot of damage, especially because there was a wizard tower there as well, and then there's more than enough hogs left to get the rest of this northeast side. Now a rage spell in the middle of the core helped them Valkyries power straight through. We still have the queen at full health, healers are now on the king. We still have both of their abilities left, so it's looking very good at this point as the base starts to crumble to the ground. Now I would love to say that these remaining wall breakers was pro recognition from the opposite side where there was giant bombs to set them off before the Hog Riders got there, but really I just wanted to open that wall to help the king in. Either way, it worked out pretty epic. And you can see nothing is going to stop our troops now. They're going to clean up the rest of this base for the 3 stars. Quite the destruction there in that last minute. But that wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed them GoVaHo Town Hall 10 War Attacks. I've been your host Judo Sloth. Make sure to subscribe for lots more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.